Every single day in the United States, seniors are rushed to the hospital not because of rare diseases, but because of ordinary habits they believe are harmless. It could be something as small as what you do in the living room, in the bathroom, or even in your kitchen. These daily choices, repeated over and over, slowly chip away at health until one day they lead to a dangerous fall, an infection, or a sudden emergency room visit. And the most frightening part? Most seniors don't realize the damage until it's too late. Welcome to Seniors Wellbeing, the channel built to protect you by exposing the hidden habits that quietly ruin your health and peace of mind. Too many seniors focus only on doing the right things, eating carefully, exercising when possible, and keeping up with doctor's appointments. But one bad habit can erase all those efforts in an instant. That's why this channel exists, to reveal the pitfalls you must avoid so your golden years are lived in safety and confidence. Please, I am urging you now, like this video, subscribe, and press that hype button so these life-saving warnings can reach every senior who needs them. Meet Kalantha Price, a 76-year-old retired seamstress from North Carolina. She lived an independent life, kept her home in order, and rarely asked for help. To her, daily routines felt safe and ordinary, nothing worth worrying about. But one evening, a sudden trip to the hospital forced her to face the truth. It wasn't illness or age that put her there, but simple everyday habits she thought were harmless. Her story is a warning for every senior watching now. Habit 1. Taking old prescriptions left in the cabinet. One of the most overlooked daily habits sending seniors to the hospital is reusing old medications. Many older adults keep leftover pills from past prescriptions tucked away in a cabinet, thinking they can turn to them whenever pain flares up or an old condition seems to return. But this habit is far from harmless. Expired drugs lose potency, meaning they may not work as intended, or worse, their chemical makeup can change, creating harmful side effects. Taking medication that wasn't prescribed for your current health status can also clash with new prescriptions, triggering unexpected reactions that land seniors in the ER. Kalantha Price, for example, once reached for an old painkiller after a long day. She didn't realize her new heart medication made that pill dangerous. Within hours, she was dizzy, her heart rate irregular, and her family had to rush her to the hospital. What she thought was a smart way to use what she had left nearly cost her much more than money. Many seniors repeat this habit to avoid waste or because refilling prescriptions feels inconvenient. But those small decisions add up. Old antibiotics can cause resistance, outdated blood pressure meds may destabilize circulation, and expired sleeping pills can create confusion and falls. The comfort of reaching for an old bottle hides a serious risk. Do you keep old pills around just in case? Tell us honestly in the comments, because your answer might help another senior see the hidden danger in their own cabinet. And habit number 2 may surprise you. It's not about medicine at all, but about something seniors wear every single day inside their homes. Habit 2. Wearing slippers or socks instead of proper shoes indoors. At first glance, slipping into a pair of cozy socks or soft house slippers seems harmless, even comforting. But for seniors, this daily habit is one of the leading causes of accidents at home. The truth is simple. Socks without grip and flimsy slippers without support turn ordinary floors into dangerous traps. Every year, thousands of older adults are hospitalized after tripping in their own living rooms, kitchens, and hallways. Falls remain the number 1 reason seniors lose their independence, and unsafe footwear inside the home is a major contributor. Kalantha Price never thought twice about wearing her favorite soft slippers on her hardwood floors. One morning while carrying laundry, the worn soles slipped out from under her, sending her crashing to the ground. The fall left her with a fractured wrist and weeks of recovery, all from a habit she thought was safe. Hospitals see stories like this every day, and yet most seniors still overlook the risks of what they wear indoors. The danger is compounded by age-related changes in balance, slower reflexes, and weaker bones. A slip that might have been minor years ago can now lead to broken hips, head injuries, or even life-threatening complications. Many seniors underestimate how quickly a fall can strip away their freedom, forcing them into rehab centers or leaving them dependent on family for the simplest tasks. Have you ever noticed how often seniors trade sturdy shoes for soft socks or loose slippers inside the house? It feels comfortable, but it quietly invites disaster. Share your thoughts in the comments below, because someone else may realize they're making the same mistake. And habit number 3? It doesn't involve what you wear, but what you keep running inside your living room, a habit that drains health slowly without anyone noticing. Habit 3. Keeping the TV on all day. A television humming in the background might feel like company, but for seniors it can be a silent enemy. Many older adults develop the daily habit of leaving the TV on from morning until night, convincing themselves it fights loneliness or keeps them entertained. What actually happens is far more dangerous. Constant screen noise raises stress levels, disrupts sleep, and keeps the brain overstimulated. Hours spent sitting in front of the screen also lead to poor circulation, weaker muscles, and an increased risk of clots. Hospitals see seniors arrive with dizziness, high blood pressure, and even strokes that are linked in part to sedentary routines like this. Calantha Price thought nothing of turning her TV on at breakfast and leaving it running until bedtime. It seemed harmless, but she often felt drained, confused, and restless. Her doctor later explained that endless background noise and sitting without movement were eroding her focus and overall health. What she considered harmless company was actually pulling her toward the very isolation she wanted to escape. This habit has another hidden cost. Hours with the TV replace valuable conversations, hobbies, or even short walks that keep the mind sharp and the body strong. Over time, this quiet drain can leave seniors weaker, lonelier, and far more likely to end up in an emergency room. Have you or someone you know ever left the TV on all day without realizing the toll it takes? Share your answer in the comments, because this is a habit many dismiss until it's too late. And habit number 4 may shock you even more. It takes place in the bathroom, but the damage reaches far beyond it. Habit 4. Ignoring bathroom urges. For many seniors, putting off a bathroom trip becomes a quiet, daily habit. It may seem small, holding it in until a TV show ends, avoiding the inconvenience during a car ride, or even staying seated during family gatherings to avoid disrupting the moment. But delaying those urges can be a dangerous routine with serious consequences. When urine stays in the bladder too long, bacteria multiply, leading to painful infections that can quickly spread to the kidneys. Infections like these are one of the top reasons older adults are admitted to the hospital. Calantha Price admitted she often delayed bathroom trips because she didn't want to be a bother or draw attention. It felt like a way to stay in control. But her small choice developed into a urinary tract infection that became so severe she needed antibiotics and several days in the hospital. Doctors explained that ignoring the body's signals repeatedly doesn't just cause infections, it strains the kidneys, raises blood pressure, and increases the chance of accidents that can leave seniors embarrassed or even injured. Another hidden danger is nighttime avoidance. Many seniors cut back on fluids in the evening and then still resist getting up at night, leading to dehydration, confusion, and falls in dark hallways when the urge finally becomes too strong. Hospitals are filled with seniors whose independence was lost after one simple trip to the bathroom turned into a fall. Do you know someone who delays bathroom trips because it feels easier at the time? Share your thoughts in the comments. You might help another senior realize the risk. And habit number 5 is perhaps the most heartbreaking of all, because it grows out of pride and independence, yet it's one of the fastest ways seniors end up in the emergency room. Habit 5. Climbing stools or chairs instead of asking for help. Independence is something every senior values, but it can also become a dangerous trap. One daily habit that sends countless older adults to the hospital is climbing stools, chairs, or even ladders to reach high shelves. It feels like a small act of self-reliance, changing a light bulb, grabbing a box from the pantry, or fixing something out of reach. But the reality is that this habit puts seniors at extreme risk of falls, broken bones, and head injuries. A single slip can mean surgery, weeks in rehab, or even permanent loss of independence. Calantha Price had always been self-sufficient. She hated asking for help and insisted she could handle her household chores on her own. One afternoon she pulled a chair into the kitchen to reach a jar on the top shelf. The chair slipped, and she came crashing down onto the floor. The fall fractured her hip, leaving her in the hospital and later in a rehabilitation center. What she thought was proof of independence turned into months of painful recovery. Falls remain the #1 reason seniors lose mobility and freedom in America, and this habit is one of the most preventable causes. Yet many seniors continue it out of pride, not realizing the stakes. The truth is clear: what seems like a harmless climb can be the very action that changes a life forever. Have you ever seen a senior balance on a stool or chair, determined not to ask for help? Share your answer in the comments, because speaking up could save someone from a serious injury. Now that you've heard all 5 daily habits, it's time to see how avoiding them can transform your health, protect your independence, and give you peace of mind. When Calantha Price finally recognized how her daily habits were leading her toward disaster, she made a decision to stop. She cleared out the old prescription bottles, put away the unsafe slippers, limited her TV hours, stopped delaying bathroom trips, and refused to climb chairs or stools again. The difference was powerful. She didn't just avoid the hospital, she gained back peace of mind, energy, and confidence in her daily life. Her story proves that avoiding the wrong habits is just as important as building the right ones. If this video opened your eyes, don't keep it to yourself. Please like this video, subscribe to Seniors Wellbeing, share it with someone you care about, and hit that hype button. Your support spreads these life-saving messages to other seniors who need them most. Remember, at this stage of life your health is precious, and one wrong habit can undo years of effort. Don't let comfort or routine steal your independence. And don't miss our next video, the silent sleep habits that are draining seniors' energy after 60. What you'll discover there may surprise you even more, and it may be the warning that keeps you out of the hospital.